Okay, picture this. You've just landed in a brand new country. You step off the plane, you reach into your pocket, and your phone is completely dead. No maps, no translation apps, just you, a massive terminal, and signs pointing in literally 100 different directions at once. You have absolutely no idea which gate, exit, or train platform you need. You can feel that travel anxiety starting to bubble up, right? Well, let's put a stop to that right now. In this explainer, we're going to completely eliminate that panic. We are going to learn exactly what to say when you feel totally stuck.
So your phone is dead and you need to find gate B12. First things first, I want you to take a deep breath. Seriously, you do not need a working smartphone to survive this. Today we're diving into the exact English airport word blocks you need to get all the way from baggage claim to your hotel without a single panic spiral. See, airport English isn't actually complicated. It's really just a handful of very specific phrases used calmly and confidently. We're going to build your toolkit step by step today, and we won't just focus on the words, but exactly how to deliver them like a pro.
All right, let's dive into our very first crucial interaction. You spot a busy staff member walking by. Here is your first anchor phrase. "Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I'm a bit lost. Could you point me in the right direction for baggage claim?" Notice the structure we're using here. Honestly, it's a polite, casual masterpiece. By starting with "sorry to bother you," you instantly disarm a stressed airport worker. When you say this, keep your tone slightly softer, a bit apologetic. Then bring your energy back up for "could you point me in the right direction?" That specific wording is magic because it makes it incredibly easy for them to just physically point and help you out in seconds.
But of course, here is where the challenge really kicks in. You ask that perfect question, and the staff member fires back a rapid-fire set of instructions. Follow this corridor all the way down. You'll pass security on your left, and then you'll see the signs for baggage claim. Whoa. When you're already out of breath, totally jet-lagged, and stressed out, hearing a fast-paced list of steps like that can feel like an absolute flood. Your brain just freezes up. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why having a structured conversation strategy is so essential to keep yourself grounded.
Now, what if you realize halfway through their incredibly fast answer that actually you don't need your bags yet? You need to catch another plane. We need to pivot. You can seamlessly shift the conversation using this exact word block. Is this the right way for connecting flights too, or is that somewhere different? Emphasize the words "right way." This phrase is so powerful because it gently hits the brakes, it redirects the flow of information without making things awkward. You're politely steering the conversation before you accidentally walk 10 minutes in the completely wrong direction. So let's say your next flight is out of gate B12. The staff member corrects your course. "Oh, connecting flights to the opposite direction. Go back through passport control, follow signs for Terminal C, there should be a travelator, and gate B12 will be on your right." Wait, hang on a second. Did they just say travelator? If you're an already stressed traveler, hearing an unusual word out of nowhere like that is enough to make you freeze up entirely and doubt everything you just heard.
Let's break this down really quickly because this is a great vocabulary builder. If you hear travelator, please don't panic. The staff member is just telling you to look for a flat escalator. A moving floor. The crucial thing to know is that travelator is simply British English. If you happen to land in an American airport, you're way more likely to hear the phrase moving walkway instead. Take a second and mentally repeat both of those terms right now. Either way, they mean the exact same thing, and knowing both means you won't be caught off guard no matter which side of the Atlantic you land on. Okay, listen closely because I'm about to share the absolute secret move of this entire lesson. Are you ready? Whenever you receive a list of directions, you use this exact technique. Okay, passport control, Terminal C, travelator, gate B12. Did I get that right? Always repeat the directions back to the speaker. Processing a second language auditorily when your stress levels are high is incredibly difficult. Repeating it forces you to actively process the steps. And even better, if you misunderstood anything, the staff member is going to fix it for you right then and there. It is the ultimate travel safety net. Excellent. So we've totally mastered navigating inside the terminal. But eventually, you do need to leave the airport. Let's tackle our next situational problem. You've collected your bags, you're heading toward the exit, and you spot a fellow passenger who looks like they actually know what they're doing. Here's your core anchor phrase for finding local transit. How do I get to the train area from here? Like, to get into the city?
Notice how conversational and natural this sounds. Slipping the word like right before to get into the city makes you sound so relaxed and fluent. You don't sound like you're reading from a textbook at all. And it casually adds the exact context the listener needs to help you. Now, the passenger points to the double doors and tells you to follow the signs for ground transport. Listen, if you take absolutely nothing else away from today's explainer, memorize that specific phrase. Ground transport is the universal term airports use for basically everything at street level. Trains, taxis, buses, shuttles, they literally all fall under this one umbrella. Airports use it because they need one unified category for anything on wheels. So when you feel completely lost and overwhelmed staring at a massive, confusing board of airport signs, just scan the ceiling for those two magic words: ground transport.
But hey, we don't want to just wander out those doors blindly, right? We need a tiny bit more context. So we follow up with this absolute lifesaver of a question. Is it within walking distance, or do I need to take a shuttle or anything? This is a massive pro tip because, as we all know, large international airports are sprawling, massive complexes. You need to know immediately if the transit station is conveniently connected indoors or if you're about to drag your super heavy suitcase onto a secondary airport bus just to get to the train. Asking this right up front saves you a completely unnecessary 20-minute sweaty walk.
And because we are well-prepared travelers, we always have a backup plan. What if you get to the train platform? The ticket machines are flashing in a language you don't understand, and you just feel way too exhausted to deal with an underground transit system today. You use this polite escape hatch phrase before you even end your conversation. Is there a taxi area too, if I can't figure out the train? Keep your tone super light here, almost like it's just a casual afterthought. It takes the pressure off you entirely, and it ensures you have a guaranteed, zero-stress way to finally get to your hotel. All right, class, it is time for you to do a little bit of work. I want you to pause this explainer right now. Take a look at these 3 phrases we've got lined up here and literally speak them out loud. Go ahead. Excuse me, I'm a bit lost. Could you point me in the right direction for gate B12? Say it out loud with real confidence. Try the next one. Say them again. Language learning is deeply, deeply tied to muscle memory. I promise you, the more natural these word blocks feel in your mouth right now in the comfort of your own home, the easier they're going to come out when you are slightly stressed in a busy terminal. You now have the exact essential phrases you need to conquer any airport, find any gate, and secure your ride into the city, all without a single shred of panic. You are officially equipped with the essential tools of travel English, and more importantly, you know exactly how to deliver them with the right tone and pacing. So I'll leave you with this final thought. You have the phrases, you have the confidence. Where are you traveling to next?
Thank you everyone for watching this video. Subscribe for daily updates about real-life situations.